Now, I understand there's a huge controversy about Hillary Clinton and the fact that she used private emails instead of government emails when she was Secretary of State. In fact, some, like Mark Halperin, believe it's a huge deal that might cost her the presidency. Let's watch.
I said a few weeks ago on this show that I thought she was easily the most likely president of the United States. I now think not only is she, because of this as a symptom and a cause, I now think she's not only not easily the most likely, I don't think she's any more the most likely. This is the...
It's a big shift.
Yeah, it's
because of her emails?
Because of what this says as a symptom,
Exhale.
not as a cause, as a symptom.
Exhale.
What she is doing here in terms of lack of response, lack of a sense of what people think of her, and combined with what I thought was an extraordinarily weak performance at her Emily List speech the other day. Her husband can get through these things because he's a politician of a lifetime. She cannot. If this is the way she's going to run her operation, if this is the mindset she's going to have, I don't think she's going to be president.
No, that's it. I mean, she used Yahoo email instead of AOL email or Gmail. So obviously she's not going to be president. She's done for. All right. Now, obviously, as you can tell, I'm not convinced this is that large a controversy. Well, she recently addressed it, and then Associated Press fact-checked her. She said excuse like this. Others had done it, meaning others in government and the State Department had done it. And AP says, well, Clinton is the only Secretary of State known to have conducted all official unclassified government business on a private email address. Colin Powell used both a government and a private account. So, that excuse is not great. Apparently others had not done it to the extent that she has. Now, she said, when I got to work as Secretary of State, I opted for convenience to use my personal email account, which was allowed by the State Department because I thought it would be easier to carry just one device for my work and for my personal emails instead of two. This is one of her main defenses. God, carrying around two smartphones is really, really hard. Well, it's a little contradicted by more research from Associated Press. Clinton told an event in California, Silicon Valley, just last month that she has an iPad, a mini pad, an iPhone, and a BlackBerry. I'm like 2 steps short of a hoarder, she said. So don't get me wrong. Should she have used the government email? Yes. Do I believe that it's because she didn't want to have two smartphones on her? No, I don't believe that. Do I believe it was an accident or she thought everybody was doing it? No, I don't believe that either. The question is it a big deal? Well, that gets to her last excuse. She says, I fully complied with every rule I was governed by. Well, not exactly. As AP points out, at the very least, Clinton appears to have violated what the White House has called very specific guidance that officials should use government email to conduct business. So, in fact, of course, there was guidance on this. Well, guidance, that's a little unclear. Was it breaking the law? What is it a misdemeanor? Is it a felony? What is it? Well, it turns out it's none of those things. That in this case, the government, quote, did not set out clear rules or punishments for violations. The infraction is clear, but so minor, they never bothered to even put a punishment to it. Come on, cost her the presidency. This is absurd. Now, why do Republicans attack her on something like this? This is so incredibly minor. In fact, you have a target-rich environment. I mean, she's taking money from Goldman Sachs and telling them, oh, the bankers are awesome and misunderstood. She's ready to declare war on just about everybody in the Middle East. Oh, that's right, because they agree with her egregious positions. They agree with the positions that you could legitimately attack. And the media, you know how they are, neutral, neutral, neutral. So they don't want to attack her on substance. They don't want to even question her substance or her policy. So what do they resort to? Ticky-tack stuff. Oh, she violated a guidance. We got her on a guidance. Let's all talk about this. So much ado about nothing. There's a lot that's wrong with Hillary Clinton, but this ain't one of them. And that's the final judgment on this nonsense, non-scandal.